Hello, Sky Friends. Welcome to a new Traveling Spirit Week. That has been a ridiculously busy December. But we have a new Traveling Spirit from December 18th through the 21st. We've already had 5 traveling or returning spirits this month. And I was already pretty low on candles. And now we have Days of Feast, so more candles out. And we're also in the middle of the season of migration. But thankfully, those candles are season candles that don't go against buying things from traveling spirits. Let's find out, based on the graphic TGC released, who the traveling spirit is this week. I'm Kimmy Amber, and this is Hey Mom, Play This. So the graphic shows us 4 things as a clue, and this is different graphic compared to what we have been seeing, where it was a view of the environment as the spirit sees it. So this one's kind of new for us. We have what appears to be an emote, a light bulb, a hat, and a crab. So we're going to have to take each of these and find out who, as a spirit, meets all of those criteria. So let's start with the emote, or what appears to be an emote. I found 6 emotes that have the Sky Kid with a single hand to their face. So let's look at those real quick. We have this laugh emote from the Laughing Light Catcher, and this yawn emote from the Slumbering Shipwright. Now, right off the bat, they don't look very much like the graphic. The yawn is a full figure, and the laugh, both of them actually, have additional symbols. And then if you look, neither of these are wearing a hat. So that pretty much gets rid of them. But add in, they're from Daylight Prairie, so no crabs. And more importantly, they're both regular spirits. So you always have access to these 2 spirits. They would never be traveling spirits. So then we have the chuckle emote from the Chuckling Scout and the whistling emote from the Herb Gatherer. Now, the Chuckling Scout is from the Season of Assembly. The Herb Gatherer is from Season of the Nine-Tailed Deer. And again, we've got symbols outside of the face, so that automatically doesn't match the graphic. Neither one of them have a hat that looks anything like the hat that we're looking for. And while there are crabs in hidden forests where you're going to find the Chuckling Scout, it's not in the area of hidden forest. And there are no crabs in the Nine-Tailed Deer area, the Crescent Oasis. So then we have this emote. This is the Koth emote from the Season of the Bluebird Guide. Although there is a hand to the face, first, it's facing the wrong direction, and it has a very stylized eye indicator. So it doesn't match our graphic. But probably more important than that, a season guide will never come back as a traveling spirit. So our final emote is the shh or shush emote. And this looks like it's probably the graphic we want. So let's look at the Shushing Light Scholar, whose emote this is. They're from the Vault of Knowledge, from Season of the Light Seekers. 2 problems. 1, there are no crabs in Vault of Knowledge. And the second is, although he does have a head covering of some sort, that is not the hat we're looking for. So obviously we're not going to figure this out based on the one picture alone. So let's move down the line. The light bulb. I don't know for a fact what the light bulb means, so I'm going to come back to that one. All right, so let's look at hats then. I found 3 hats that could possibly be the hat we're looking for. This first one is from the Lazy Days of Summer from 2021. This hat doesn't look quite right. And the spirits in the Days of Events are repurposed. Usually it's one that has new clothes on. So we're going to eliminate that one. Then we have these 2 hats. You're going to find both of these on spirits in Prairie Peak. So there's your first issue, no crabs. One is for the Reassuring Ranger. Doesn't look like our hat at all. And the other is for the Season of Moments Guide. Also doesn't look like ours, but it's a guide. They will never come back as a traveling spirit. So then we have this cute little hat. And oh my gosh, there's a little crab. Good candidate there. This hat belongs to the Chill Sunbather, who is in Sanctuary Island and is from the season of Sanctuary. Sanctuary Island, there's crabs there too. So there's a possible, but the emote for the Chill Sunbather is the belly scratch. And the hatband is not the same color. So we're going to have to say no on this one as well. Where does that leave us? We've looked at hats, we've looked at emotes. We know we're looking for crabs. The light bulb doesn't quite make sense. And I had to turn this around in my head a little bit before I realized hairstyles can also come with hats. And that's where I found the missing link in our clue. Of all of the hats that are part of hairstyle, there's only one that comes close to matching the hat in the graphic, and it's the hat that belongs to the Crab Whisperer in Golden Wasteland. So we know Golden Wasteland has crabs. In fact, this spirit is in the crab fields. The hat matches. So what about the emote and the light bulb? The emote we decided was the shush from the Shushing Light Scholar. They are from the season of the Light Seekers, and it just happens that so is the Crab Whisperer. And then if you pull it apart a little bit further, the shush emote, if somebody shushes you and you still have something to say, the first thing you do is, that's right, you whisper. So Crab Whisperer, this is our traveling spirit for the week. So let's go and find the spirit in the realm. Now, if you've watched my candle run type videos and finding other spirit sky videos, you know that when I go to Crabfield, I usually go in this door this way, through this pipe. And part of the reason is that there's a wing light up high in a wall. This is up high, so it's the easiest way to get there. But there's also no spirit gate on this entrance to Crabfield. On the other hand, the way I come out does have a way I come out of Crabfields does have a spirit gate. It's one spirit from Vault of Knowledge. So if you haven't done Vault yet, you're not going to be able to get in this way. My flying is so excellent today. But I have a really good reason for going in this way this time. The Crab Whisperer, we take a quick U-turn here, is the spirit inside this pipe. There's our hat, and here's the graphic of their cosmetics. We have the cape, the hairstyle, including the hat, a mask, and the pipe. And the other thing on here is that we don't have an emote for this spirit. Instead, we have a call. So over here on your emotes menu, in the second section, we get the crab call. It's kind of cute. So there we have it. Our traveling spirit for December 18th through the 21st, 2025. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, hit like so other people can find these videos when they're looking for traveling spirits. If you'd like to get notification of future videos I post, hit subscribe and set yourself up for those. Thank you so much for coming along with me. I'm Kimmy Amber. This is Hey Mom, Play This. And I hope to see you again in the sky.